Some of you might be wondering, what am I doing here? Well, I have some pretty unfortunate news. On March 4th, 2024, Janice Burgess, a person who worked at Nickelodeon for several years, passed away at 72. Now, this is very upsetting for me, especially since Janice was not the first Nickelodeon creator to pass away. The first was Steven Hillenburg, who created my all-time favorite Nickelodeon show, SpongeBob SquarePants. And this news is of course upsetting for many different people. I've seen many comparisons to Gene Wilder and Paul Rubens' deaths, where yes, it was a little bit known that they had some sort of illness, but the specific illness they didn't have wasn't known until much later in their lives. And in Janice's case, at the time of recording this, there's no confirmation as to what illness she had, but it was known through her friends and family that she had a certain illness for several years. And yeah, it's pretty unfortunate. But I think a lot of people who are upset about this are those who grew up with Nick Jr. between 2004 and 2010 to maybe 2013. I think you all know what I'm talking about, because Janice Burgess was actually the creator of Nick Jr.'s The Backyardigans. In fact, I actually have 4 releases with me. Check it out. You'll see right here, I have Surf's Up, Mission to Mars, which is my absolute favorite release, Into the Deep, which is also pretty good, and We Are Pirates. To hear that the creator of all this is gone, it's pretty upsetting to me. But it's not just this that she worked on. She actually began her career at Nickelodeon in 1995 and retired about 20 years later. In that time frame, she also created Winx Club, and she was also the executive in charge of production for Blue's Clues, Little Bill, and the first few seasons of Dora the Explorer. We don't talk about the later seasons. Those are absolute trash. But anyways, if I may close off this video, I would just like to say to both Hillenburg and Burgess, thank you. Thank you for making mine and millions of other kids' childhoods what they were when we watched this wonderful series of yours. Thank you for inspiring us to create our own characters, going on their own adventures based on our own ideas. And thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for making Nickelodeon what it was back in the early 2000s. And with that, this concludes this half episode of The Good, the Bad, and the Television. I'll see you later.